Even Jesus just published an article about my authenticity, or maybe just Jesus Garcia of Boston University, which 5 years ago was my top choice school, and they rejected my application, probably because students like Jesus wrote better essays. Since I didn't get to go to school there, maybe there's a life lesson in this, and it's bigger than just telling Boston University to suck my dick. Why do you think the school that said I wasn't good enough to attend has students doing homework about me now? Although it takes him a while for him to upload a video, it's clear that each one is raw and full of his own personal thoughts and beliefs. Even as he acknowledges that he might be wrong, from a very young age, SNEAKO has kept his content real and understood that having flaws isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sure, as many of us, his opinions have changed, but he has never backtracked and deleted an old video just because of the backlash. It is because of this that his audience feels like they have grown up with him. He's not like other YouTubers focused on making a brand out of themselves and using their audience to cash in on advertisers and sponsors. With SNEAKO, there is no facade or filter. Have you ever heard of the phrase, drinking the Kool-Aid?
Oh yeah.
Nah, in 1978, this cult leader Jim Jones got 900 people to willingly drink cyanide-laced Kool-Aid so they could all go to heaven together or whatever. Regular, degular people with families. 300 of that 900 were children. So even the parents listened to the orders from their leader and gave their kids a magic heaven drink. They all died. Maybe they're in heaven, you can decide that for yourself, but they all drank poisoned Kool-Aid because someone powerful told them to. If you don't believe me, pause this video and look up a picture of Jonestown. Then take a deep breath, come back and be mad. Out of that 900, there must have been at least 250 thinking, maybe this Kool-Aid cult juice is a bad idea. But when they saw the other 650 sipping, their lives were lost to peer pressure. I always found it stupid how people are so patronizing to cults. Right now, there's someone watching this who just learned about Jonestown for the first time, and they can't believe how stupid and gullible those 900 people were, right? Humans all desire community, fear death, and need answers. Cults provide the same comfort as religion, the same community as any society, and the same answers from one powerful leader. There's no difference between a cult and your religion. We blindly take orders from our leaders every day. Cults operate on the same system that all of you watching are into. You might find it ridiculous that 900 people drank cyanide Kool-Aid without hesitation, but almost all of you injected it. I like being in a place as beautiful as Barcelona because you forget to check your phone. When you're in a place not ruined by social media yet, it dawns on you how there's not one BBL in sight. People don't try to be anything they're not here. You can actually see how TikTok has affected America on people's faces, their clothes, and their complete lack of unique personality. There's a level of brainwashing going on that we don't even understand because of how easily manipulated we are by the immediate spread of information. One viral video of police brutality was enough to get the whole world out of quarantine and into a Gucci store. Before you've had time to even think about what happened, your phone told you the right opinion. Rather than judge his opinions, maybe one should just sit back and appreciate his willingness to share these things with us, to experiment artistically on a platform that doesn't value experimentation. SNEAKO is an open book. He's not an example of what humans should be or how they should act. Rather, he's just a representation of what humans are at their core. Smart, ambitious, creative beings that are just a little messed up. Okay, there's a lot of stupid out there, but I get your point, Jesus. Freedom of speech is dead. Young people would rather deplatform than disagree. If you have the wrong opinion, they can slap a shiny misinformation sticker on it. The former president is completely banned on social media and nobody cares. Some smart dude will say Google and Facebook are private companies and they can set their rules, as if these apps aren't just basic forms of worldwide communication now. Censorship is happening directly in front of our eyes and they disguise it as monitoring hate speech. There's a reason we have no problem letting lizard corporations decide what hate speech is. You're okay with Zuckerberg thinking for you because thinking is hard. Peer pressure is stronger than ever, and so is people's need to be validated by strangers. Why would you think independently when you could nod your head and agree? I'm traveling Europe right now and have done meetups in London, Athens, and Barcelona, and they've all told me the same thing. I don't agree with all your videos, but I've been watching you for years. You know who else you disagree with for years? Your friends and family. That's because I don't think and speak with any other motive than being truthful. The downside is I've accumulated the same amount of hate as love. The hate sits in the comment sections because you're not supposed to be authentic online. This guy seems just a tad too confident. I kind of want him to fail. He won't be on top for long. But in real life so far, it's all love. There's no screen to hide your misery behind. In an age of media where people come across as one-dimensional, it's nice to know that SNEAKO is just SNEAKO. To know that there is someone out there who is willing to share their deepest and darkest secrets in the form of a well-crafted video. It's a gift. Without him or people like him, it would be a lot harder to know that there are other people out there confused and hurting and thinking the same thoughts as we all are. He's turning YouTube into an art form.
Yeah.